Fans back in Birmingham are in dreamland. England still alive in their quest to end a 60-year trophy drought. Here was Harry Kane speaking after the match.
Yeah, it feels amazing, to be honest. Yeah, well, a crazy game, obviously. First and foremost, playing against a tough team, well-organised team. Going behind, but kind of after that first hydration break, I thought we upped the level, we looked good. I mean, their keeper made some unbelievable saves in that first half. And it was just about pounding the rock, keep pounding the rock, and our moments will come. We spoke about people having hero moments. It can be anyone in the team. Whether it's me, a save from Pickers, a block from the defenders, whoever it is, we have hero moments. And yeah, for me, it was the day.
A hero indeed. Next up for the Three Lions then, a trip to Mexico City for the round of 16. How about that for a game? England against co-host Mexico on July 5th at the Azteca. But at the Azteca, Thierry Henry, if they start like that, it may not end like that.
You don't want to go there too soon, right? But you have to address the situation here. If they start the same way that they started today at the Azteca, dealing with the altitude, we don't know how the weather is going to be. It's one thing to play in a dome and to play outside. And so the Mexico that we saw yesterday, and now they played, I don't know if you're going to be able to come back against a team that still didn't concede a goal. And so we all know that this guy, Sir Harry, can be in a situation of he can open up any team at any moment, but you can't start like that. And you're not always going to have that, as he mentioned, that cooling break that can give you a little chance, because Ecuador yesterday, after the cooling break, they were already in trouble. So they reversed it. That's the most important thing for you guys. But I mean, Harry Kane, he was just humble there and being a captain. But every time it's him saving them.
And is that okay that we rely, or I should say they rely, on Harry Kane all the time?
Yes, they have to rely on him, because you need one player that is the difference maker. He is the difference maker, and they should rely on him and give him the support, because he will win the game for you. Every team needs a guy like that. Argentina has Messi. France has more. Norway has Haaland, and England has Sir Harry. So, absolutely, we enjoy seeing him playing, and he's doing this for England. So look at this goal. This is a crazy goal.
You know, Zlatan, and we were talking about it off air. You know how hard it is to go and reach, to go and finish. Normally, when you go and reach, you go with your laces. He goes with the inside of his foot, almost here, to be able to wrap his foot around. He's almost falling. You know how hard it is to keep your balance at that particular moment and go and reach. If you go and reach, normally you fall and you hit with the top. You
with power,
kind of hit. But he puts power, redirecting the ball, hitting the ball here, going around it. And if we can have the picture, because he is almost in the air, kind of in a weird shape when he hits it. You know how hard that is? At the end of a game, to generate that amount of power at the end of a game. Declan Rice was dead. If Declan Rice is dead at the end of the game, you already know the level of the game in terms of physicality. Sorry, it's difficult to have that amount of power. I think the whole country was with him when he did hit that. Have a look, please. And Zlatan, please explain.
Looks a little bit confused,
no, but
we're going to show you.
Look at it. Look how he is. Now, if you
this is power.
Look at this. Look at this. Look, he's almost. Look at this. Look at that. Not almost. He's falling. Do you know how hard it is to generate power there?
But he has to fall. He has to fall to make that shot. He cannot stand, because
if I do that now, I'll break my back. America, that's tough. That's a tough skill.
Yeah, the ones who
wow.
It's a good shot.
Sir Harry, sorry. Sir Harry.
That's why he's...
But we're going to show you afterwards how to shoot.
Okay, yeah. Well, maybe we should reenact that in the studio. That is something we are going to do. All the remaining teams that had everything. The Congolese fans at the Atlanta Fan Fest loving that moment. Sepenga putting them 1-0 up as we welcome you inside our studio. Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. My goodness, we've barely got enough time to show you the storylines from that first half. We're going to give it our best shot. 7 minutes in. Thierry, go.
Exactly the start you didn't want, Rebecca. Assist from Bahe, and we can see Brian Sepenga. He's alone. You wonder why he's alone, because the run of Sadiki right now takes the right back away, Jet Spence, and then Sepenga can finish here, where I think Pickford should do better. You should never get beaten on your first post side of the goal, obviously. And then Rebecca, we all thought that maybe that was going to be the moment Declan Rice on the cross, Jude Bellingham, but Mpassi, you're going to hear his name a lot on those highlights, saving the header of Bellingham. And then Kane does what he does well. We all thought he was going to score. Twanzebe blocks him. Then Madueke here makes an amazing move on the side. Ball goes, O'Reilly touches it. Rashford shoots right there, and then Wan-Bissaka saves it on the line.
Then we have a question situation here. Good ball in the space. Harry Kane comes. For me, that is a clear penalty. But you know what, Thierry? I got a message from Alexi. He says it's a dive. And Rebecca, you know what? I'm going to block Alexi because he has no clue what he's talking about. Now we have a good cross from Maduka here. Good header from Bellingham, but this goalkeeper is flying for the moment. He has done some great saves, and he's continued to doing those saves. And look at this set piece. Good shot from Harry Kane. Listen to that sound. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle away.
Yeah.
Rebecca, breathe, Rebecca.
Glad you guys are having fun. 1-0 to DR Congo. It's nearly panic stations. What does Thomas Tuchel do now?
It might be a game for Ollie Watkins and his presence in the box. The more the game is going to go, the deeper they're going to be. Bukayo Saka crossing early, maybe. But I have to say that for VAR not to call, at the very least, the referee and check if there was a pen or not, which for me was a penalty. But can we actually go back to the point of just maybe bring the referee to go and see what's happening VAR? Because there is a discussion here. Regardless of what it is, I clearly stand on it is a pen. I'm just saying you don't even bring the referee to go and see.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't think that it was one and it wasn't a mistake, but for me, it was at least, can you go and check?
One word. Do they come back in, yes or no? One word, Zlatan.
They have to come back.
Okay.
If not, we're not going to see you anymore. You're going home or what?
That is correct. I shall be departing. The United States...
With it really, obviously to get the goal, but from England's point of view, I just think it was poor, and he just didn't look like he had any energy about them.
I don't understand what they're trying to do. I'm really confused in what they're trying to do with England. Especially we mentioned the Croatia, going back to Croatia game, when they went really deep and they conceded that goal, and you're thinking, OK, it changed a little bit. They wanted to go a bit further up the field. But it's so easy for DR Congo to play through the lines. There's no press, there's no communication, there's no organisation. It's really frustrating watching England play like this because they've got so much more to offer.
That's what I was going to say to you, Joe, following on from that. You know, even when they've created chances in that last 10, 15 minutes, there's still a vulnerability about them when DR Congo have the ball.
You can feel the tension building, and understandably, we've been there, you know, in the England tournament when it's not playing well, you can see people just playing a little bit out of position, a little bit within themselves. But DR Congo looks so comfortable, as Micah said. They're playing with freedom, they're expressing themselves, they believe when they get on the counter-attack and when they get in that final third. England are really, really up against it. Few glimpses. Could be level, no getting away from it. We're never going to be too down on England. They could be level. Goalkeepers made some incredible saves, but DR Congo is certainly feeling comfortable at half-time.
It's almost like they've turned up just expecting to win the game. I think they thought there was going to be like the Ghana game where everyone sat in that low block. Yes, there's elements doing that, but they take chances, they take more risks.
Yeah.
And for the goal, which Wayne's going to talk us through now, everything is just too easy.
Go on then, talk us through it.
Yeah, well, I just think if you look here, Joe mentioned Elliot Anderson before the game, maybe trying to do too much and being too honest. So here, he goes with the runner, and then that allows Wissa to get in this little pocket here. So nothing comes with from this point of view, but we're in a good shape here. We're fine. But again, not getting to the ball, not making it difficult, not winning tackles. Now the ball comes out. Now you need to see intensity. You need to get to the ball. You need to push up the pitch, which we don't. We allow Congo to do whatever they want with the ball, push us back into that low block, which we spoke about in the opposition. And then for Gay and Konza, I think this is really poor judgment from the two of them. They both come way too far. It means Jed, if you look at both beyond the post, it means Jed Spence has to come in and cover. And then it's a really good touch and a good finish. So I just think there was so many little elements in this phase of play where England were just off it.
Because the easy thing is to focus on Jed Spence there, isn't it? But you had the central defenders all shuffle over.
They go too early, they go too soon, and they go too far. and then it gives Jed Spence no option but to cover. And I know Jed Spence had a little bit of stick from previous game, but he's got no
in from the right, they're going to bend it in the far corner. So if you go near post, you're going to catch a goalkeeper not unawares, but slightly off balance, are you?
Maybe, Chappers, but I'd say that when you get into that position and you set with Sepenga about to strike, you know full well that you're strong. You've not got far to go to your right. You're set, you've not got far to go to your left with the angle, so you need to be nice, as balanced as you can be in-game and in the chaos. And like I say, his body weight's just slightly to his left, and as he rips it back to his right, he's not got the power or the timing to get his hand on it. And they're the tiny little fractions that decide games like this.
I'd just say from a forwards point of view, we always try and look at the goalkeepers the same way goalkeepers look at forwards, but from that instance, I think the ball is underneath his feet a little bit, so I think if Jordan could read that a little bit quicker, that the ball, he strikes it with his laces. Yeah. So if he's going side foot, you think he'd go far post. Yeah. But if he's going with laces, I think he's probably going to go near post.
I think you guys have kind of a difference of opinion over the possible penalty, don't you? Do you want to start, Micah?
He touches him. The goalkeeper definitely does touch him. And if I was a striker, I would definitely want it. I could understand why it wasn't overturned. But I just think he touches him. So I want that as a penalty. I want that as a penalty.
Makes my heart here. As soon as I miss that ball and I feel Harry Kane's contact, I'm getting ready. If I've got it written on my water bottle, I'm working out where Harry Kane's next penalty is going to be. So he will be absolutely delighted when he looks up and sees the referee not giving this, because I would expect that to be given against me.
I'm all for the forwards, but I just think he trips himself a little bit and then he jumps into the goalkeeper a little bit. Yet there is contact, but I just think just by that little tip of himself and jumping into him with 2 feet a little bit, I think it's probably the right decision.
Do you think that final angle, is that the one for you where you just sort of see it looks like he clips his own feet before the goalkeeper touches his leg? Is that what you're looking at?
He stumps his toe into the ground here on his right foot, you see there, and then he jumps into the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, he's rushed out, he's left himself in a position where the referee could give the penalty, but I just think it looks like he's dived into him, so I think it's probably not a penalty.
OK, he actually kicks the ground as well, doesn't he? Slightly before the goalkeeper contact. OK, let's get the view of the England camp. Here's Thomas Tuchel's coach, Anthony Barry.
Well, Anthony, as it stands, England are heading out of the World Cup. How do you turn this around?
We still have 45 minutes to play. Obviously, to concede an early goal to a team that plays in this style of football, it's never a good thing. It can normally carry you into a state of shock. But actually, I think it's something that's released our guys. It's took the handbrake off. From there, we've played a high-level game. We've created many chances. Maybe the goalkeeper, the man of the match so far. And of course, for us now, it's absolutely not a time to panic. We have 45 minutes left to play. We've had a lot of chances in the first half, and it's just about continuing to play in our way, in our rhythm. Not a time to play gung-ho football, just to continue to attack, keep the back door shut, and we'll come back into the game.
Thanks, Anthony. Good luck.
They've had lots of chances. Interestingly, Micah, just on the stats, 0 shots and touches in the box for England before the hydration break. 8 shots and 20 touches since.
Yeah, I think as the half grew on, they got more confidence. It sort of realises the game you have to win. But you still want a little bit more from them, still the chances, especially on that right-hand side. I want a little bit more from them, you know? There's so much space in them wide areas. This is a wonderful ball from Rice, and Bellingham can't really get the right purchase on it. But you're just thinking, where was this at the start of the game? You see another run here from Kane, Joe?
Yeah, he looks, like we say, before the game, and I think it'll be the same. I can hear what Anthony Barry's saying there. I think we're going to get similar till the hydration break. I think we'll be a little bit more conservative. That's not going to make the people at home happy. But they were just coming into it after it when he said they took the handbrake off. This is another good block here. DR Congo are putting their bodies on the line. They're defending brilliantly. But you just feel like Bellingham's going to have that moment. Yeah, this is a top save, though. Sorry to go over you, Waz, but just the importance of this save is not just the save, it's how he gets it away from Marcus Rashford. He's having a brilliant half.
I think Bellingham is making some really good runs. My big worry is what Anthony Barry's just said there. I think is exactly right. But Congo look a real threat now they've got something to defend. I think England's organisation when they're attacking has been very poor. I think the midfield have been a little bit all over the place. The 2 centre-backs are playing with no confidence. So I'd have a big concern. If England, don't push and don't get that goal quite early, I think they're in danger of going 2-0 down.
OK, well, there's plenty more